Hello. Welcome to another episode of Ryan Michael Yoga. Today we'll be doing some stuff for the back. At least that is my intention. We'll see what actually happens. So let's get started now, okay? I've got my bulk. I've got my bulk and my BAP. I've got my block and my strap. My strap is a belt because I don't want to go find mine. Even though it's funny because I just paused the video so I could have just gone and done it, whatever. This is a great opportunity to show you that you can use other kinds of props for your props if you don't have certain ones. So let's get it on. Give me just a moment to get into the zone. So the thing is, when I'm doing this, I want to mention it because I'm observing it happening. The zone that I'm getting into is a quiet mind. And when I teach, there's a lot of expectation that comes with it because I have all these poses that roll around in my head that I know would be really good for what we're trying to do, what I'm intending. But before I jump in and get into the flow, because once I'm in, then it's just going to go. But before I get in, I want things to be settled. So all this expectation for all these different poses that pop up, I'm just letting them settle. Okay, so let's come to our hands and knees to begin. We'll start with a fan favorite, cat-cow. If I had a fan in this room, I would make a pun about it being its favorite, but I do not. I'm sorry. Next time, I'll do better. And bring your mind to your whole spine before we start to move. From the sacrum all the way up to the top of the back of the neck, where it connects to the skull, because that's part of the spine too. Each and every vertebrae. Visualize each and every vertebrae here, from the low back to the mid back, to the upper back, to the neck. And now with an inhale, drop the belly to toward the ground and arch every inch of the spine equally. Visualize and feel, and then with an exhale, round the spine up towards the sky, arching again as equally as you can. Visualizing each vertebrae. Inhale down. And exhale up. Now, we're not trying to go to extremes here. Like I said, we're just trying to equally flex and extend. This is extension on the inhale, and then on the exhale is flexion. We're just trying to make this movement equal. Equal throughout all the muscles between all the vertebrae. And it's hard to tell. Mine may not be completely equal. It's hard to not look at yourself in a mirror and know, oh yeah, my back is flexing and extending equally. Let's go a little faster now. Pulling the shoulders back on the inhale. One more round. Okay, let's come into child's pose. Yeah, that's nice. Come to the tips of the fingers, making spiders with your hands, so the palms are off the mat. Walk the hands to the right. The spiders walk off the mat. Roll the left side of the trunk down towards the ground and breathe into the left side. Feel the opening from the left kidneys all the way up to the left armpit. When you're ready, come back to center. And then walk the spiders, your hands off the left side of the mat. Roll the right side of the trunk down and breathe into the right side. Feel the opening from the right kidneys all the way to the right armpit. When you're ready, return to center. With an inhale, come to your hands and knees. Threading the needle now, starting with the right side. With an inhale, sweep the right arm out and up. Exhale to slide the right arm behind the left wrist, shoulder and head coming to the mat. Taking the left hand up and over the head. Fingers on the mat. Press the fingertips of the left hand down to roll the left shoulder open. Shift the hips slightly to the right, just a little bit. And breathe here. Relax the abdomen. Relax the sacrum. Relax the legs. Bring the left hand back under the left shoulder. With an inhale, sweep the right arm out and up. And the other side now. Left arm out and up, inhale. And exhale, slide it behind the right wrist. Shoulder and head coming to the mat. Then walk the right hand forward to the front of the mat. Fingertips, palm lifted. And roll the right shoulder open. Just a subtle shift to the hips to the left and breathe. Bring the right hand back under the shoulder. Inhale to come up and out. and a couple rounds of cat-cow to balance the twist. Inhale down, exhale up. And sit back onto the heels. Just checking something. Don't mind me. Now here, in our seat, notice how the body feels. The space between and below shoulder blades. The front of the torso. Sides of the waist. The hips. Now, where to go? We'll move into downward facing dog. We're going to go through a pretty common vinyasa here, which is a sequence of poses. That's what vinyasa means. So here in downward facing dog, let's first come to plank and notice how the spacing is between the hands and the feet. I want to bring my feet a little forward because when I come down, yeah. So let's go back to downward facing dog first. Now just feel the body in downward facing dog. Notice what is tight. Do you need to bend your knees? Do you need to lift your heels? However, we do not want a back bend with an arch in the spine or a forward fold. Well, it is a forward fold, but we don't want an upward arch in the spine. We want a neutral back here. And here's another reason why I don't like wearing shirts during practice. It gets in your face. Okay, fuck it. Chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Yeah, that's better. Now lift the sit bones towards the sky. Lengthen through the spine, so press into the palms to reach up and out the butt. Extend the backs of the legs. Even if your heels are way high off the mat, extend the backs of the legs. Roll the elbows towards the mat. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Press the belly button towards the toes. And then move the front ribs into the back ribs. Alright, with an inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale to lower. Hover over the mat, and then come to the belly. Flip to the tops of the feet. With an inhale, lift the heart. Tuck the chin, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, back down. Flip to the toes of the feet. And inhale, back to push-up. Exhale to down dog.
Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale forward.
Exhale, hover. Exhale to the belly. Tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the heart, pull the shoulders back. Tuck the chin. Exhale. Toes. Inhale up. Keeping the shoulders in, the elbows in, and downward facing dog.
1 more time. Forward.
Lower elbows in. Hover for the inhale. Exhale. Tops of the feet. Lift the heart, inhale. Shoulders back. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down dog.
Great.
And let's come to the knees. Give the wrists a little soft shake, not too drastic. Okay, so we're going to move into that, but we're going to make the back bend more extreme, going into an actual full upward facing dog, where the legs are off the mat, the shoulders are pulled back nice and strong, the belly is forward, the heart is forward, the back is nice and extended. Okay? This is pretty much the apex pose of the class.
So downward facing dog. Spread the fingers and press down into the fingers and into the thumb side of the palms. With an inhale, come forward. Plank.
Exhale, lower. Inhale, pull the heart forward and up, roll to the tops of the feet, pull the shoulders back, reach the trunk through the arms. Breathe here. 1 more breath. With your next exhale, push back to downward facing dog.
Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do that 3 times total, but without holding upward facing dog. So we're just moving through. So with your inhale, come forward to plank.
Exhale, lower. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, up and back.
Inhale, forward.
Exhale. Fingers grip the mat. Inhale. Exhale.
1 more time. Excellent.
Come down to the knees, sit back on the ankles, the heels. I applaud thee. Okay, so stick the legs out long in the front. And we'll do a couple twists, then move into some forward folds. Back bends, twists, forward folds. These are the best of the best for the spine, for obvious reasons. However, something that is often missed is extension. Extension is one of the most powerful forms of practice that we can do as a yogi because it's so subtle, requires so much awareness, but also it does so much. Because we're literally just doing this with the vertebrae, each vertebrae. So we get this effect in the spine. So we'll practice it right here with Dandasana. Take the palms beside the hips, facing down. This is a good place actually for Brahmacharya's pose, which is where you press to lift the hips and lift the feet. Yeah, okay. Okay. That makes this muscle seize up. I don't practice that a whole lot, so my body's not quite used to it. Anyway, moving on. Dandasana. So the hands are, hold on. Let me both the muscles of my hip flexors seize up. My quads as well. The hands are beside the hips, pressing down. The backs of the knees press into the mat. The skin of the tops of the feet lifted towards the sky. The skin of the front of the shins, the knees, and the fronts of the thighs are all lifting up towards the hips. The waist is moving away from the hips. The ribs are moving away from the waist. The shoulders are moving away from the ears. Collarbones are broad, shoulder blades deep into the back of the body. The spine is neutral, however. We're not going for a back bend here. Now bring your mind to your spine once again as we started class with. And then as you give a little bit of pressure in the hands, just feel how the vertebrae move vertically. Vertical vertebrae. Stretch the neck up as it is part of the spine. Gaze is soft. Tongue is relaxed. Skin of the scalp is spread. As you breathe, feel the belly first expand, and then the rib cage, and the collarbones. Releasing all on the exhale. Inhale, belly, rib cage, collarbones. Great. Now we'll interlace the fingers underneath the knee, the right knee. Hover the heel and keep the foot hovering over the mat. With an exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale and plant the foot. Nice and close. Close to the inner thigh, close to the right hip. With an inhale, grow along once again, that extension. And exhale, twist to the right. Bringing the left side of the waist towards the right thigh. And the right side of the waist away from the right thigh. We're not using our hands here. We're using the muscular strength of the spine. Every inhale, feel the abdominal wall expand. Every exhale, feel the navel contract toward the spine. Feel how on your exhale, you are guided to twist deeper. Gaze over the right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. And let's switch to the other side. Interlace the fingers under the left knee. Lift and hover the left heel. With an exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale. Exhale, and plant the foot. Great. Growing long once again in the spine, extension. Exhale to twist. The right side of the waist is moving towards the left thigh, and the left side of the waist is moving away from the left thigh. Feel the belly expand with the breath. Every inhale, the navel opens. Every exhale, it contracts, squeezing in into the left. Shoulder blades are together. Gaze is over the left shoulder. One more breath. Inhaling to unwind. Yeah, so let's take the feet wide now. The arms out to the sides. I'll just do a little bit of movement to create more balance. Holding those twisted positions can be kind of intense. So, with an inhale, extension in the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, back and forth. Reaching for the foot as you twist. Gazing at the backhand as you twist. You can pick up speed like I am. One more each side. Back to center. Great. Bring the soles of the feet together. Sitting up nice and tall. Press the soles of the feet into one another. Contract the glute muscles. Lift the pelvic floor. Notice the effect that this has on the upper leg, both sides. The inner groin, the outer hip. Okay, let's take the legs wide once again. Yeah. So I'm going to give you two options for doing this. You can do this with the hands behind the back and off. And we're going to go to the side, to the center, to the side, to the center, to back and forth like that. Or you can just do it with the hands on either side, at the center, on either side, okay? I'm feeling like this personally, but this is very powerful doing it like this, but you have to keep your sternum aligned with the leg. If you're off a little bit, you're not going to quite get enough. The benefit of having the hands on either side is you can see, oh, okay, my hands are equal distance, so it's a little easier to guide the sternum right over the leg, okay? So, actually, what the hell, I'll do it like this, just so you can see better. Okay, so let's start at center. With an inhale, grow nice and tall on the spine. Twist to the right. Exhale over the leg, sternum towards the knee. Inhale up to center. Exhale forward. Inhale, twist, and exhale over the left leg. Inhale, exhale. You don't have to go all the way down, just enough so that you're getting some kind of feeling in the hips. We want a neutral spine. Not too much arching. And see if you can't keep the toes pointed straight up on both feet. Inhaling always to center and moving to the next part. And exhaling always to fold. Let's do one more on each part. Return to center once you're done. Okay, now for a side stretch here. Wide leg, extended side angle on your butt. So this is a good time for the strap, unless you can just grab your foot. But when we do this, we want lots and lots of length in this right side. So straps on the right foot or the hands, the right toes. But we want lots of length in this right side because we don't want to be crunching like this. This is not what we're going for. We're going for this. So see how there's so much more space here than here. So you can take your strap. And if you need, well, you don't have to go all the way down first. And we want extension up. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so we're going to take both arms up first. Keeping the left arm up, right arm exhale, reach through the shoulder, reach through the arm, creating that space in the right side, and then grasp the foot. Or use the strap. Maybe this is where you're at. This is great. Because even here, I can feel this in my left side. Because I have length in both sides, and I'm reaching through the left arm from the left hip. So it's like all the way up this left side and out my fingers. Breathing here. Spread the balls of the feet. And if you want to go a little further, you can. Remember to keep length in the right side. With your next exhale, turn the sternum down towards the leg and fold over the leg.
Or fold to where you can. Lifting the right trunk, rolling the left trunk down. One more breath. Inhale up.
And we'll do the other side. Again, using your strap in the left hand, having it ready. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach through the left shoulder, through the left arm to grasp the foot or wrap the strap around the foot. Reach up through the right arm from the hip all the way up the right side of the body and out the arm. Remember that extension in the spine. If you feel like going further, do so. Remembering to breathe. With your next exhale, we'll roll the sternum down towards the leg. Spread the balls of the feet. Lift the left waist, roll the right waist down, fold over the leg. When you're ready, inhale to come up. And bring the soles of the feet back together. Once you're here, close the eyes. Breathe naturally. And begin to lift and lower the knees. The flapping of wings. Feel the hip joint. exercise. Now come to a squat. If squatting with the heels down is too difficult, sit on a block. And I guess I should have mentioned this before, but if you don't have a yoga block, then buy one. Or get a bunch of blankets, fold them up, and sit on those. They should be firmer than soft, but soft will work too as long as you have enough. Okay, and the heels are hip width distance. With an inhale, we'll take the arms forward. So the hip weight shifts back and the knees shift back as the heart reaches through the legs. Pressing the inner thighs in towards the sides of the body. Gaze is directly down. Hands are in line with the shoulders. Relax the belly. Relax the pelvic floor. This is a pose of surrender. If your sit bones are still on a block, totally great. As long as you can keep your balance here. Bring the hands down, and the body back up. Remove the block, and lay onto the back. Let's take the right knee into the chest, left leg hovering over the mat. Switch sides. With your next exhale, switch sides. Take an inhale here and then exhale to switch sides. Hugging the knee in every time, with every inhale. One more on the left. Now exhale both knees in. Grab the shins. Well, the upper shins, so the knees. Now press the tailbone down into the mat. With an inhale, press the knees away from the body. With an exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale out. Exhale in. 3 more. Great. Now let's take the legs up over the hips. Arms up over the head. Move your plant if you have one right above you, like me. With an exhale, lower the legs 30 degrees. The low back presses into the mat. Lower the legs another 30 degrees. And the rest of the way. Take the arms to the sides. For Shavasana. Feel the breath moving in through the nostrils, through the heart, into the belly. Feel the breath moving in through the nostrils and all the way down the spine, creating a pillow for the spine, surrounding, nurturing. Begin to deepen the breath, bringing movement back into the body. When you're ready, roll to one side and come up to a seat. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Namaste. Now, if you like this, hit that subscribe button. Send me a like. Shoot me a comment. Even if it's just a middle finger emoji. Whatever, I'll take it. That's something. Anyway, thanks again. Have a good day.